aid them.
The civil
See, there are a lot of
I am so.
I'm Ambassador Peace Edem, the founder of Youth for Change Initiative, also a member of the Youth Pride. Youth Pride is the coalition of youths that come together, over 53 young organizations that come together to push for the youth policy and also drive for the Akwa Ibom State Youth Development Fund bill. Today we are happy. Why? The things we have pursued for over a decade is seeing the light of the day. Just under 2 years of the present government, they have given us a ministry, first of its kind in Akwa Ibom State, which is the Youth Development Ministry. And today, right in that hall, we have just validated the youth policy, which is a tool to drive development in the state.
Which will serve as a roadmap for youth development in Akwa Ibom State. Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner. So, cares the kind. I think it deserves a round of applause because this is a signature of the state government to show commitment to youth development in Akwa Ibom State.
My name is Faith Paulinus and I work for Policy Alert. The civil society organizations have a critical role to play in ensuring that the youth policy document works. For instance, number one, the civil society have the role of oversight, considering the fact that in its full, it has a whole lot of knowledge base within the space. So civil society organization would serve as a watchdog in ensuring that the document, number one, is implemented, the document is adopted, and the document is to also ensure that these documents are being followed line by line.
My name is Akanimo Oriowo from Rebuilders Foundation. Okay, from my experience working with young people, I think one of the gaps that the Akwa Ibom State Youth Policy should address is that youth group, the definition of youth should be categorized. We should have 15 to 19, then 20 above. That's because these adolescents, most times they are neglected and they have unique developmental challenges that needs to be addressed. So if this category, if it is categorized, we'll have age-appropriate activities and trainings that are focused on the adolescents, and it will help the program, the policy to be impactful, to be, inclusive also.
My name is Ifyok Imorin. I am currently serving as the Acting Executive Director of ACT Initiative Africa. For this policy, there are a lot of gains that comes with partnering with civil society organizations. One of those gains is the issue of credibility. And also is the fact that civil society organizations are able to offer pro bono professional technical guidance and services to government actors and policymakers, ensuring that the product of this policy is enhanced.
An honor to be part of this high stakeholders meeting. It's been an amazing experience. One, because we have a youth-friendly governor, and then we have a development practitioner that also happens to be the Honorable Commissioner of Youth Development. It's a huge opportunity for Akwa Ibom people. It's a huge opportunity for Akwa Ibom people to have a sustainable policy framework that will redefine empowerment for young people in Akwa Ibom State. And one of the take-homes that Akwa Ibom should have during this course of policy implementation and adoption is that the private sector is going to benefit immensely from this policy, in that we are going to be having more of youth hubs, youth development hubs, tech hubs, coming to partner with the government towards actualizing the policies and blueprint that the Arise agenda has already set for the Akwa Ibom people.
Hi, my name is Blessing Apan. I'm the state chairperson for Nigerian Youth Chambers of Commerce. Today is a glorious day for us to finally mark and endorse the Akwa Ibom State Youth Policy. It's been a long time coming, and I must say that the Nigerian Chambers of Commerce played an active role all the way from 2003 to 2023 to today, that is finally being brought to life. And the roles we're going to play in the sustainability of the Akwa Ibom State Youth Policy is going to be a sustainable approach. We are taking a smart approach to ensure that every youth that has been highlighted in that youth policy document will be well represented. And when you talk about commerce, the value chain of commerce is enormous. You cannot even find the end, because your daily interaction, there's always a form of commerce going on there. So our role is to ensure we educate, enlighten, and also equip our youth to better harness the opportunities that are presented to them by the policy that we just adopted.
The immediate thing that we have to do as a ministry, as I said yesterday, include: one is the publication and launch of these two important documents, the first youth policy of Akwa Ibom State and the youth development roadmap. Thereafter, we have to hold a sensitization workshop where we have to brief MDS that are supposed to mainstream youth development, not just MDS, with other private sector organizations, on their roles, the roles they will play that is assigned to them in the youth policy, so that youth development programs and interventions can be carried out in the states. Then after, it's for us to extract meaningfully the programs that have been provided for, both the policy and the roadmap, and insert them into the 2026 Akwa Ibom State budget, so that we can derive funds from there to execute each of those programs.
My name is Emmanuel Etskoda, Consultant, Ministry of Youth Development, Akwa Ibom State. The modalities that will be put in place to ensure that the policy and roadmap is institutionalized in the state are on the ways. I mean, today is a day that we've been waiting for. I mean, we've seen several, advocacy campaigns from several organizations about 3 years ago, pushing for an establishment of the state-owned policy and forbidden roadmap to implement, or serve as a guideline for implementation of youth-oriented programs in the state. And today we have witnessed the formal validation, review, and adoption of that document. We as a ministry would do everything within our powers to ensure that those documents are institutionalized, and the ones that need endorsement of the executive will also be pushed, and that I can assure.
My name is Elkana Oliori, Director Clement Song Foundation. I'm so happy and so excited to have witnessed the marking of this event today. We have, in commemoration of the International Youth Day 2025, we had brought stakeholders together with support from Action Aid Nigeria to have a high-level stakeholder engagement for the validation, review and validation of the Akwa Ibom State Youth Development Policy and the Youth Development Roadmap. It's interesting that we've gotten very huge support from the Ministry of Youth to make this happen. We received the commissioner for 2 days supporting in the review and the validation process. We're so happy that today we can speak that different stakeholders have then adopted the draft policy, which can now be taken further to the executive for the necessary action. We're happy that this is going to be signaling the evolution, development for young people, something that moves policy initiatives to policy action
My name is Dr. Caroline Guardian. I am so happy today. I am the project manager of Clementi Song Foundation and I double as the program director of Youth Pride. Today has been a success because the Ministry of Youth Development graciously partnered with us to implement this 2-day event. It was not just 2 days event, it was a 2 days event that brought together very key stakeholders that are relevant to youth development in Akwa Ibom State. We had the Honorable Commissioner sitting yesterday and today for this process. It is something that gladdens our heart because before now, it was not, this is a change of narrative. So we also appreciate the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency Pastor Omoyeno PhD, for graciously approving that the ministry partner with us to implement this event. Today, we have officially presented a memorandum of adoption for the youth policy, and Akwa Ibom State is going to have a maiden youth policy, and it is something of joy to know that we were part of this